Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go
Hey guys,
hard.
Bear, Vegas Airsoft. We've got a CQB night coming up in California, and it's a gas blowback rifle event only. So this beautiful Noveske, you guys are going to help me dress it up. I'm going to explain to you why I'm using the attachments that I'm using, what benefit they have to me, as well as there's some goodies that pair well with night vision. Also, you guys see that I'm wearing some of the Meta glasses. Some of this video is going to be filmed with the Meta glasses, so I'm really looking forward to hearing your guys' feedback, whether you guys enjoy that perspective or not. So let's move into the first accessory. All right, guys, first accessory, this is the Daniel Defense EVM4 stock off of my actual Daniel Defense that I have. The reason why I love this stock so much is you have the rubberized cheek welds. I find it very quickly in the CQB environment. It has a very wide, very forgiving shoulder pad. So for me, moving in a lot of kit with a plate carrier, having a good wide surface area to find the butt of that stock and control that rifle and keep it downrange, this is a no-brainer for me. All right, guys, so we have the Daniel Defense stock that we're going to be slipping on this wonderful rifle. And again, the cool thing about the gas blowback rifle event, I think a lot of people are going to get some really good real-world feedback on what it's like to have some type of a defense setup within their homes. Now, we're going to move on to the next one. Now, for me, one of the things that I like about having these threaded on muzzle devices is it adds to the realism of your replica adrenaline dump that you're riding in a gunfight. Nothing's better to have going to be your actual battle rifle. So there it is, from the Noveske with the Ace Tech silencer and comp on it with the Daniel Defense stock. We're going to move on to the next. All right, guys, we're making some progress with the Noveske. As you can see here, we're starting to do the bare bones basics, but what comes next in any type of CQB build, you've got your risers, you got your optics, and you got your rifle accessories. So for me, what I'm going to be using for this build is the Unity 1.25 inch riser. I have two different ones, and unfortunately, because when you order off of AliExpress, sometimes they come with a little bit of color variation, but these are what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using it in what I believe to be called is a caterpillar setup. It's going to enable me to have all of my accessories like my IR laser as well as my optic towards the rear of the rifle. For me, it's more about weight, counterbalance, and then two, I'm going to free up the front of the rail for me to be able to manipulate my hands around the rifle. So let's go ahead and get these bad boys installed. All right, guys, so as you can see, we already have one of the Unity risers on. I'm going to be trying to conserve this particular part of my space on the rifle for any type of button accessory. For me, I tend to run my optics and my accessory, like my PEC unit or PEC device, in this particular part of the rifle, just because most of the time I'm utilizing my platform with some type of night vision. And so for me, this makes much more sense because I can pick up my sight very easily, as well as be able to maintain vision over the top of the rifle and good periphery and be able to access and utilize my accessories quite nicely. And for me, it looks so good. All right, guys, so we've got our optics accessory riser mounted, and we've got our accessories riser mounted. What's next is going to be our light utility. So for me, I have this Surefire Vampire IR flashlight. It has the rotating head, which allows me to go to IR as well as white light. Now, because this is an M-LOK setup, and your boy is not an M-LOK guy, I have a Picatinny attachment that I'm going to affix to the side of the rifle, which will allow me to mount my flashlight. All right, guys, so now we're just affixing that beautiful little Picatinny attachment. Again, the Surefire Vampire flashlight that we're going to be throwing on this wonderful rifle. And again, one of the reasons why I utilize this Surefire Vampire is because it has that white light and IR setting, and it's very low light. So when you're moving through indoor CQB structures at nighttime, it makes a lot more sense because for me, I'm not getting whited out by any of my white light or anything like that because it's a little bit of a low power weapon light. And then also too, for my IR light, it doesn't flood out the room to the point where I can't make out what it is that I'm looking at. I don't get any washout in my nods or anything like that of the sort. And wire management. All right, guys, so we've got our weapon mounted light, our tracer or suppressor unit, we've got our Surefire button mounted, we've got our Unity risers. What comes next? So for me, it's optics. And guys, EOTech is the only way to go. Now, this is not a true EOTech. This is an AliExpress EOTech EXPS3 replica. I'll put it on the screen here for you guys to be able to figure out where you can get this optic. I think it was like 25 bucks. You can also get the accompanying Unity riser with the magnifier on it as well. And then also this awesome touch sole or defend tack. This is an IR and white light combo PEC unit or mock PEC unit. The thing that I like about it is all the selectors are very visible, very easy to find, especially under night vision. You know that one side is dedicated to your IR and one side is dedicated to your white light. The cool thing is you can run both IR light and laser. You can run just singular laser, as well as on the white light side you can run just white light or white light with laser. This is a green laser combo. The reason why I utilize this is again for gross passive aiming when you're moving through indoor spaces at a rapid pace. And then again, that is where it comes to the importance of dialing your accessories in after you mount them to the rifle. Now guys, for me, I love EOTech products. EOTech products are just top of the line as far as crispness. I love the way that they look. It's a very militarized, very rugged, very official kind of feeling, and it just makes the rifle look so darn good. But again, this is where I talk to you guys about mounting your accessories. Now, having the PEC unit towards the front of the optic, yes, you guys are probably concerned about ocular occlusion or reticle occlusion or any type of, not being able to maintain your sight picture, especially under nods or any type of other night vision device. Now, the reason why I set this up the way that I set it up is these Unity 1.25 risers do a very good job of keeping the sight picture above the actual device. So again, managing the weight to the rifle, as you guys can see, it looks pretty, but everything's got a function to it. And another thing is, again, with your button management, I'm able to find everything extremely comfortably on the front of the rifle. All right guys, so looking here, finished product. Again, we have the Airsoft muzzle device suppressor unit with the comp on it. We've got the Surefire Vampire IR flashlight and white light flashlight. We've got our Defend Tag IR and white light device. We've got our buttons managed very nicely. We've got our cable management taken care of. We've got our EOTech replica optic on it, and then we've got our beautiful Daniel Defense DDM4 stock. So this is what the setup is going to be for that CQB event. I think it's a very beautiful, functionable battle rifle, or a very functional AR platform. And now the next thing is to put some put some gas in that magazine and send some rounds down range, just so you guys can see. All right, guys. And now the rifle is all set up and complete. And this is what we see. It is a really cool setup, very functional. Again, all of my button management is over the front of the rifle. I can get to both accessories. I can pick up the sight picture of the optic, fantastic. And this is with the stock fully collapsed. And again, guys, this is a gas blowback rifle. So you're gonna get that really realistic blowback. You're gonna get that realistic kind of CQB clearing your house, moving through the structure. All right, guys. And this is going to be so again the Noveske gas blowback rifle. This thing looks so good when it's all dressed up. So we're going to put it through its paces. Okay, that beautiful thing with the gas blowback. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So as you can see here, I have my PEC unit set to a laser setting, which there's my laser, and then I have that white light Surefire Vampire is again more of a spotlight. So again, I bring the laser and then malfunction. There we go. And again, guys, that's one of the cool things about using a real life replica is you can fix malfunctions as they come up. All right, guys, so the Noveske came out looking absolutely stunning. I mean, I am so beyond impressed with how beautiful this rifle came out, and all the accessories and everything like that is function to form. The DDM4 Daniel Defense stock, the EOTech EXPS3 holographic sight, the Unity risers, the Defend Tac IR and white light PEC 15 unit, the Surefire Vampire, the Airsoft mock suppressor unit, and the Lancer Tactical gas mags. Guys, for me, this is the closest thing to what I'm going to be clearing and using in my own home. So for me, all the accessories towards the front of the rifle makes for easy shouldering. And again, I can control my accessories very comfortably without getting my supporting arm fatigued, because all of this weight is more centralized to the rifle. And picking up the optic, the 1.25 Unity riser, as soon as you shoulder that rifle, boom, that optic is right there. It's super easy to find. And again, with night vision as well, my tube is super easy to pick up on that holographic side as well. So guys, get used to your muscle memory, get used to why your kit is the way that it is, function over form. And again, it may look super good, but if you don't know how to use it, then you're combat ineffective. This is Bear with Vegas Airsoft. You guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. Keep your eyes out for that CQB event in California, and we'll be making more content soon. Bear out.
I'm starting fires through poetry, the hardest out. Staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready.